Right. So, yeah, that's a lot to take in, 26 minutes. I wouldn't even say that's bad. I wouldn't even say that's bad, though. For 26 minutes, it didn't feel like 26 minutes. It just felt like a lot of information, which is a good thing. First of all, top-notch editing. I mean, it's not like over the top or anything, but that's like what you need to do. You've already set like a tone for this series. Really cool idea. YouTube Speaks. That's an awesome name. I think it encompasses the idea well, and this was a good topic to start on, considering it's YouTube and using YouTube as this tool. And that's kind of been what I've been focusing on in the past few months, as I've been, not even a few months, like only about a month I've been as into YouTube as I am now. I've been doing YouTube since like 2009. That's the sad thing. This channel started in 2011. I did videos in another channel in 2009. And in the past, like a month ago, is when I actually started focusing on quality and consistency and important. I think important stuff. Because, oh my god, there's so much I want to cover though. Maybe I'll make a separate video on this too. There are like a couple things I want to make separate videos on. First of all, I'll preface it by saying, by no means am I a big YouTuber. Only recently passed 100 subscribers. As I've been doing daily videos, and I'm always conflicted on what to do next. What's my goal? And the thing with my channel right now is my videos aren't really consistent with views like whatsoever. It's really considering I do mostly reactions right now. It's really what people want to see. Pentatonics videos is the main thing that people come for, but I don't think pentatonics is the most important thing in the world. I love pentatonics, yeah, sure, and I'm always doing pentatonics reactions. They get the more views. That's the reality of it. And then I have some views that are in the 20s. I have some in the hundreds, and one's close to 1,000, and there are some even lower than the 20s, and it's like, if they're not going to watch it, they're not going to watch it. But what I've been trying to go by is, if it's something I care about, I will do it. If it's something I really love and I'm passionate about, that's kind of the basis. See, reaction channels have this negative stigma around them often. There doesn't take much thinking, and you're just sitting there watching a video, and you can see a lot of times it's true, but in these kinds of videos, it's actual, intellectual discussion, conversation. I'm thinking the whole time. It's not, I'm just sitting here. It's being processed. And my point is I try to always make it something that I actually have something to say about. And they're not all intelligent videos. I've done a couple TED Talks, I've done things related to that, like social issues, political issues, all in the form of reactions, integrated. But at the same time, I watch fun videos like Pentatonics, Starbomb music video and stuff. Some of them do better than others. Obviously, it's just who kind of wants to show up and who wants to watch it at the time. I don't have like a huge fan base that's consistently watching every video. Well, I have a couple that do watch most videos, but not like every video with a good amount consistently watching. It's very sporadic right now. But I see my channel as like a portfolio where I'm putting all all the things I'm passionate about. If you look through it, you'll see videos, whether you like them or not, whether you like the videos I'm watching or not, whether you like what I'm saying. It's all stuff I'm passionate about. My main things are pop culture, social issues, political issues, and there's just so much to that, I think, and just talent in general on YouTube. I'm all for those kinds of things, and that encompasses a lot. But I won't watch a video that I don't think I would have any interest in just because it's popular or anything. I'm really getting sidetracked here, but okay, negatives of YouTube. Okay, the most noticeable one was the growth and how hard it is to grow. I'm an example of that. I love video editing. I love video making. By the way, that's a passion of mine. I think it's like kind of an art form to compile a video. I don't know, but yeah, I'm really into that. But at the same time, I'm not growing exponentially like some channels are. And I follow a lot of YouTube channels. I didn't just come into this out of nowhere. I watched videos since 2009 is when I really got into watching them. And there's so many channels I've been following since then, and it's amazing to see the progression. And it shows you really can get somewhere if you try hard enough. But like I mentioned before, there's a huge element of luck, unfortunately, within the system that people were talking about. Is kind of, it panders towards the popular. In a way, it's like a capitalist economy. The rich get richer almost. Just like how the wealthiest are getting wealthier, and it leaves everyone at the bottom. An American economy leaves everyone at the bottom kind of high and dry. To some degree, I very much see the justification for it, because it's so hard to correlate quantity or like know when something is, or not quantity, quality. Notice when something is a quality product. YouTube can't just process that. There's so many millions of videos coming in all the time. That this is like the logical system. They want to show quality content. That you don't want to see all the really crappy. I can't think of a specific thing that would be acceptable to call crappy right now, but the very poor quality, not even trying. They don't want to see that on the front page. That's the thing. They want to keep an image. So the highest views is their only way of associating it to quality, and that doesn't always mean it, but it's the only way they're able to really detect it. The ones with the most subscribers and the most views are likely or more likely to be higher quality. That's all. But getting noticed, that's a huge issue. And what I'll say with that, a lot of people don't. I think a part of it is you might be showing up on people's suggested videos, but I have no doubt that psychologically, people are much more likely to click on the video that has 10,000 views, 100,000 views, 1,000,000 views over the one that has 10 views. So they're like, oh, that guy that can't be any good. It's 10 views. I'm guilty of it all the time, to be honest. I think about, like, why aren't people watching these videos? But then I'm like, wait, I'm turning away these ones because it's like, 10 views, but then there's this other person doing a similar thing and it's got a bunch more. So it's a safer option to go with that, I feel like that's just human nature. I don't know. I feel like that's an element we don't really consider that often. The broken YouTube system, I agree with, of course. They just never know how to settle on one thing. It's always been a problem. Once we had a good thing going for a while, a couple years ago, and they switched it, people got mad because they just kept switching it, and it just seemed to keep getting worse. I don't know how they were messing it up so badly. And now it's okay. The system People are really fed up with the Google Plus thing. I remember reading a while back that Google Plus is going to be integrated out. I don't know if that was, I forget if that was like a confirmed thing or not, but yeah, there's not as much self-expression as like, remember the old YouTube pages? I can barely even remember what they look like and visualize it in my mind, but there's so much more self-expression. It was like a MySpace page almost, back in those days. So it's losing that. It's becoming more mechanical. There is an algorithm. There's a system of the views, like I was saying. They go to the top. It's all a system. It's like, where can I get best video? Go here. Click this. There's a certain search terms and yeah, hierarchy, definitely. And then you go in the channel. It's like a little banner, a little icon, and then just whatever junk you got going on down there. Not much in the form of self-expression in that aspect. It's all white and whatever. There was like an update. I don't think I got it though on my computer yet. I think it was a different color. Wasn't it red or something? My mobile one is different. I need to stop talking. Hate comments. What I have to say about hate comments, I don't get near as many as big channels do. So I don't have like personal experience with being offended. There's only been a couple where it's like it's directly like an insult that doesn't offer any sort of constructive criticism and don't even consider it. But if it's like, the intro is, if that intro is really long, it's really crappy, it's maybe you shouldn't do this so much, but maybe they say it in a really bad way, but I'd still consider like there's ultimately some truth if it's not like a direct personal attack. Once it's a personal attack, all of it goes out the window. You don't even consider it. Barely acknowledge it at that point. But there can be some truth to a lot of like insults, believe it or not. But hate comments, I usually can't empathize with big YouTube channels that complain about hate comments and disable comments and whatnot. It's like, what, you have millions of subscribers or you have thousands of subscribers and you're going to disable comments because you see those hate comments getting to the top when you look at the like to dislike ratio and you got like 25,000 likes and even if it was like 2,000 dislikes, it's like you still have way more people in support of you. What are you doing? Like, you can't. That's just being really, really picky at that point. With fame, and YouTube as a form of fame, they're basically the highest subscribed YouTube channels are on the same level as celebrities now, basically. And with fame, you're gonna expect it. To be honest, you have to deal with it. It's just part of the job. You can't go in and then start being offended by every little thing. That's my 2 cents on that. So the pros, I think there's a lot of pros, a lot more pros than cons. It's easier to pick out the cons, but yeah, some that people mentioned, obviously the first main one was the friends and the collaboration. I'm obviously not heavily involved in your community there of all your videos that I just watched. They seem like really great people. I'll probably check some of them out now. But I'm obviously not heavily involved in that, but I really understand where they're coming from. Community and friends is a huge part of it. I feel like that's not just YouTube though, it's the internet in general, what is accomplished. Like, I have my own community from YouTube a little bit, but it's mostly like an internet community that's integrated itself a little bit into YouTube. I had a whole podcast that I did over 50 episodes on and videos on its own channel. That never took off or anything, but we did pure fun. It started with me and one other friend, and then it became me and 3 other friends, and it was a really great time. Collaboration makes things, it gives you really a sense, a lot more comfort, because you can love doing videos like this by yourselves, but there's a point where it's like, yeah, I'm by myself doing these videos. Wish I had someone else to share this experience with. That's why I'm trying to. I still haven't decided how I would do it though, because my video is so vlog based. I thought of doing it similarly to how you do it, not cut it that way, but you know, they film their own video, I film my own video, and we just cut it back and forth in like a conversation somehow. But to what capacity? I have so many ideas. It looks like I'm just doing reactions. But there's a lot always going on. I only have a few videos that aren't reactions that you'll notice immediately, and excluding the ones before I started actually working towards this. And but I'm trying to figure out ways. I want to incorporate. I wish I could incorporate some sort of news segment and some sort of collaboration, more intellectual, important discussions on social and political issues and pop culture without reactions. But I also see reactions as an outlet to achieve that, as I said in the past. The biggest thing for YouTube is a creative outlet. One of you in the video said that. And then a lot of you touched on creativity in general. Yeah, it's great. Creativity is a huge part of my life. It's like, I think everyone has a certain level of creativity, obviously. Did you guys hear that? Alright. Some rowdy college kids out there. But, you know, just your imagination and what you can do. You have a vision and you do it. That's what's amazing about an outlet like YouTube. It exposes so much talent. Like, I've never seen so much talent in one place on the internet, and we wouldn't see. It's incredible how many lives were directly impacted by YouTube, and it wouldn't be possible in any other outlet. I'm confident of that. Like, you can't just go sharing. Even if they were to share it on like Facebook somehow, if there was just Facebook video, you know, if they just shared it that way, it wouldn't work. Like, Pentatonics directly blew up from YouTube. So many YouTubers got huge and went on to do great things because of YouTube. And I see so much talent, so much variety. It's amazing to see. It's really inspiring. But then that comes with also being intimidating too, because it's like, wow, there's so many people that can do all these things. And I'm just one college kid. What am I gonna do, you know? But I feel like there's a mindset a lot of people have coming into it that, but it's the fact that anyone can do it. You might not have an equal shot of making it big, but you all have a chance. I think there's a huge factor of luck, but a lot of people that make viral videos know what they're doing too. There's a certain element of you do know what you're doing, and it's calculated. So complicated. I wish I'd thought this out more. Because this is very important to me, because one of you also talked about passion, you know, just having a general passion for it, which I agree with. It really keeps you going. It gives you a purpose, first of all, if you're like lost. One of you said that as well, and you know, I was kind of in the same position, still kind of am. It's like, what am I gonna do? And while it's not like, oh, YouTube as a career, done, it's not like that, but it's at least YouTube as a hobby that I'm working with, like, consistently. It's the fact that it gives you something to occupy yourself with and feel proud of, like, products you're putting out. That's why I like to focus on quality and consistency at the same time. I work on it every day, editing. I record a lot in bulk, but I edit every day at least, and Yeah, and thumbnails and everything. I love doing that. One person mentioned school. How school holds you back creatively, being a creative person, that restricts you, and I agree a lot with that. At the same time, I'm in college right now. I'm literally in a dorm. I'm in a weird limbo in life where it's like I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with my life. I'm trying to find it out, But the one thing that's always stood out is what I have here on YouTube. It's what I'm passionate about. Pop culture. Pop culture. Political, social. Damn, there's gotta be something else. And comedy I'm passionate about too, but I haven't figured out a way to work that into it yet. I really like what you did here. I really appreciate it. I'd like to get to know some of you more because you all seem like great, respectable people, and that is one thing to say about the internet and the community you were talking about. You meet so many people you never would have met. You said you don't know if you would have met them. You never would have met them if it weren't for YouTube. It's such a unique phenomenon. I've been on a video game forum for 6 years, and I've met some of the greatest people there that I still talk to in group chats and on Skype and things like that. It's insane. And on Facebook, social media, also very important. Watch my video on that. You also got one of you talked about VidCon and how it's crazy when things are actually you can actually meet the people that you've known online and know they have a mutual respect for you already there, because as long as you're being yourself, they can't just suddenly be turned off by you. Obviously, some people are going to act different naturally in front of a camera by themselves than in public with people. I haven't gone to VidCon or anything like that because I'm not. It's hard to consider yourself a YouTuber at 114 subscribers. Well, it's hard to consider yourself a YouTuber in that mainstream sense. YouTube is a big part of my life, especially as of recently. But yeah, I was never involved enough in the past to justify going to VidCon other than just fangirling at all the other YouTubers. But I did go to PAX because the video game community I was talking about, and video games is one of my passions. So that's a video game convention, obviously, and I did get a chance to meet the people that I did the podcast with, a couple of them, and it was awesome. It's that's an unforgettable experience right there. You can't take away something like that. It's incredible what the internet and YouTube does. Bring people together from miles and miles apart, and suddenly you're talking face to face. Even the ability to talk face to face on Skype is amazing, let alone in real life. Make that a reality. It's crazy to think about. I'll tell you this. I made a reaction to the video, and I'm going on 52 minutes now because the video was 26 minutes. I've talked for about 26 minutes now, which is ridiculous. I just didn't have my thoughts collected. Even with taking these notes, I couldn't keep track of everything I wanted to say. There's so much. So I'll either break it up into 2 different videos. I mean, you'll know this more than I do right now. I'll either break it up into 2 videos, or I'll just leave the response here and not have the reaction. It's one or the other, but what you gonna do? And as for Lindsay, or should I call you Linz? Ooh, I couldn't hold it any longer. My eyes were watering. Sorry, I do weird things like that sometimes. I'm going to react more. I have a couple of your videos queued up. I'm compiling a playlist of videos that I'm going to react to in general, and I got a couple of yours that I want to react to. This is a really cool, ambitious project, though. I admire it fully. You're kind of inspiring me to do more, focus more on elaborating my idea for a collaboration and stuff. So yeah, I'd like to talk to you all more too. It's just great to see people that are as passionate as I am. So I got literally probably 3 hours of sleep. Is that good? Did it look like I moved?
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?